every single day or every other day, I'm trying to see him. I'm trying to get him to come over or whatever. I never get him dropped off. I always go pick him up. I live far as shit. So I'm driving hours to go get him, and then I get there and I can't get him. I can't see him. My son is sick right now. I want to see my son. I want to hold my son. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I just want to comfort him. I want to put him in the shower, get some steam in his nose so he can feel better. I don't get the chance to do that. I get pinned against the wall, and then everything else is variables on why I can't see my son. You feel me? Like it don't have nothing to do with me working, by the way. I'm not gonna air out her business, but me and her has not been together for a long time. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's been going on for a minute where I just never got on the internet and said nothing. I mean, I might like throw like little subliminals or some shit like that, but it's like, bro, like, I don't want to get on the internet because at the end of the day, you know, this is something that can really like fuck with him. But I'm really just coming on this motherfucker as just a dad that really don't know what to do at this point. I've been dealing with this shit since he's been born, damn near. It's like I really feel like I'm a fucking nanny at this point. The nanny has been able to have my son more than me. Who her nigga is, who she fucking filming movies with, I don't give a fuck. I care about my son. That's all I care about. Literally, that's all I care about. And when that's taken from me, she know that's the only way I get frustrated. That's the only way she can get under my skin because I don't care what she does. We haven't been together. This might be a curveball to a lot of people, but me and her has not been together for a long time. A long time. Before that post. We've been not really together. We probably was on and off for a little bit. That's it. But further than that, we has not been together. This is the only thing that can bother me is with my son. Yeah, I don't even bring her name up when I get on live. I get on live, I call her the mother of my child. I call her this and that, nothing but be respectful. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not finna sit here and get bullied behind closed doors over my son and I can't see him. Just not doing it, bro. But now I understand. Like I always said little shit on the internet like, I don't see how dads can't be in they son life and this and that. It be the mom, bro. It don't even be the dads for real. Like the dads want to be there, but if the mom ain't don't want you to be there, you can't be there.
So shout out to DDG for sharing his story, man. Sharing his story. There are a lot of fathers out in this world that don't have the platform that he has, that can't tell their side of the story and are going through a lot of the same stuff, man. And this is what happens when your baby mama becomes bitter, man. This is what happens. I know a lot of guys that are going through situations like this, and I've seen both sides of it because I know women who are purposely making the child's relationship with the father not as good as it could be because of petty differences, man. That's what it all comes down to, petty differences. And if y'all don't know, this is DDG, streamer, YouTuber, rapper. The mother of his child is Haley Bailey or Halle Bailey, however you say it. The girl that played Ariel in the Little Mermaid, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of us have know who she is. And we knew this was coming, man. We saw the signs. We saw he had his child on a Castanet stream, and we saw her go off about that because she didn't know he was going to be on there. And, she ended up getting a lot of backlash for that and ended up backtracking her statement from that and just said that she was going through things and blamed it on postpartum depression or something like that. And, that can be valid in some instances, but I don't know, man. I see the same cycles over and over as far as people creating children out of wedlock, and then sometime along the line of the woman being pregnant and the baby coming, the relationship with those two people end up going south and they end up not being together, and then the woman has a sort of resentment, and she uses the child as leverage, man. She uses the child as leverage for the man not wanting to be with her anymore. My only advice to DDG would be, man, get in the courts, man. You got to get in the courts. I know you probably don't want to, but if you do want like visitation rights, you're gonna have to get in the courts. Unlike a lot of guys out there, you do have money to get good lawyers and things like that. And I know you might not want full custody because you travel around a lot, you do a lot, but I know you do want some partial custody and some visitation rights, right? Any fathers who are going through this, I definitely feel for you. I don't have kids myself, but like I said, I have brothers and that go through this situation to where the the woman uses the child as leverage against you. She knows that's the only thing that can hurt you, man. That's the only thing that can hurt you. It's the only thing that she can use against you. And this guy, DDG, he's not really known for like speaking out on his baby mom. He did one time because his baby mother was being seen with other guys, and I guess people were starting to hit him up with questions. So he just let people know that, hey, we haven't been together for a while. We're not together right now. She's doing her, I'm doing me type of vibes. So I feel like him coming here now is like his last plea for help, trying to, use his audience and use his voice to speak out like she has done a few times. And, the only thing I can say is he got to be careful when it comes to speaking on this stuff on the internet, because the next thing she's going to do, unfortunately, is probably say what he did in the relationship, right? Why she feels how she feels. And she's probably going to use the abuse word, man. She's probably going to use the abuse word. She's going to say whether it was physical or mental. She's going to say he was doing this, he was doing that. And that's the thing about women a lot of times. When there are, mutual differences in a relationship, they only blame the man, right? They only blame the man. And she's probably going to say he was cheating, he was doing this, he was doing that in the third, or, he had women at his crib, or he's got drugs at his house and things like that. She's going to use everything that she can to keep her child away from the father. Which is sad, man. It's sad because at the end of the day, this only hurts their son. Like you said, like all of this stuff, them not having a good, like, friendly, just relationship to where they can like be civil. Them not having that type of relationship only hurts the child. And a lot of times, stuff like this, these single moms that have different guys in and out the house, this is the reason why you have these violent kids, and these kids, being a little bit zesty. Like this is why you see it, right? This is why you see it. It's because of stuff like this. And I'm not completely blaming her, because at the end of the day, if this is happening to a lot of us as men, we got to think of something that we can do differently. And the only thing I can really think of is, make sure you have the right woman, man. Vet her correctly. Watch for how she reacts when it comes to people that she feel has slighted her, or when she has petty differences with somebody. But at the end of the day, having a child, it changes you. It changes you both. You as a man and her as a woman. It's gonna change you both. But I do think if y'all have like strong values and believe in like marriage and stuff like that, that can kind of hold y'all together through that time when it becomes like a us thing and it's about the child. And just because we going through this thing for the moment, we're not gonna let it last forever. I think a lot of women, they make decisions when they have like pregnancy brain, and when they're going through postpartum depression. They make decisions that might not necessarily be best for the kids and the family. They A lot of times women are more loyal to their emotions. So how she feels is how things are gonna be and how she's gonna want things to be. And unfortunately, as a guy, he's being calm here, but even making this video is a little bit on the side of where you're giving her ammo. A lot of guys, they get mad, they start yelling, maybe they get violent, and like all of those things that you do after the petty differences are more ammo for her to take to court, and for her to say, no, he got violent, or he did this, he needs to go to anger management, he has these type of people at his house, and all of this different stuff. All of that stuff is going to be used as ammo. So all we can really do is, hope the best for him. But like I said, there are thousands and thousands of fathers all around the country and the world that are going through similar things, and us as men, we got to figure out what we can do better, and women need to figure out what they could do better also to not have multiple baby daddies and just be out here getting slutted out, because that's just lowering their value. And at the end of the day, that's why they're mad, right? Because the guy can go out, he takes pictures with his kid, more girls want to be with him, they say, oh, he's a good father, like I want to have a kid with him too. Like you're only getting more attractive as a man as you go through life, and you increase your value, you increase your looks, your money, your status, your skills as just being a man. And her, yes, it's dusty bums that will still want to get with her and get with your baby mom if you're watching this and you're going through the same thing. Yeah, it's dusty bums, but no man of value is gonna want to really, play that kind of stepdad role. That's some will, but most that have more than a 2-digit IQ probably won't, right? But that's all I got for this one. Let me know what y'all think about this story, and if you got any advice for fathers going through it, or maybe you just want to get down there and vent, let people know what you're going through, or you have something similar to say, or whatever you got to say, just get down in the comments. As always, love y'all. I'm out.